Alrighty, let's continue on, I suppose.
Junko Enoshima, the 53rd?
Tsumugi, what's the matter? Aren't you Tsumugi Shirogane? Our friend who survived with us?
Nope, apparently not.
Sorry about that. You can go ahead and forget about Tsumugi Shirogane.
Alrighty.
Because I'm just a character. You know, a lie.
Sorry to all her fans out there. If any of you even exist, that is.
Uh-huh.
A lie?
It's disappointing.
Tsumugi Shirogane was nothing more than a cover for me, the mastermind.
Oh, so Tsumugi was a fake name.
Calling her your friend? Ugh, it's laughable, really.
I'm glad to...
Really, I'm gonna laugh.
You know, if anything, the one good thing about Junko Enoshima being back here is hearing Aaron Fitzgerald voicing her. Because god damn, Aaron Fitzgerald does a fantastic job of voicing her. Oh, I love you, Aaron Fitzgerald.
Are you serious? You're the mastermind behind this?
This is bullshit.
But why? That face and that voice. It's just like...
Junko Enoshima.
I know, right? Oh, does it make you fall into despair?
Yes, it does, but not for the reasons you think so.
Well, does it?
It does, but not for the reasons you think so.
No, that's not possible.
Remember, the
Junko
53rd.
Enoshima is dead.
But why did you call yourself the 53rd?
That's such an odd number.
As history repeats itself, so does Junko Enoshima.
Yeah.
As you can see, I am a perfect reproduction of Junko Enoshima.
Oh, is she like a clone? She's not like an actual like
You're
descendant.
just a freak pretending to be Junko Enoshima, huh?
No, a perfect reproduction.
Perfect reproductions are exactly the same as the original.
Uh-huh.
Her logic is impossible to follow. Much like the real Junko Enoshima.
So she's like the 53rd Junko Enoshima that was like
Whatever it is.
cloned.
You're the actual mastermind of this killing game, right?
Is this game bullshit?
So if we kill you, then that'll be the end, correct?
Oh, say mean things like that.
I do say I like that
Besides,
model.
Killing me never ends the game.
No, it never does.
It never ends the game? What do you mean?
She's bluffing. Let's just kill her and get it over with.
Wait, if force is necessary, it should wait until after we see what she... No need, Kibo, because this class trial is over.
What? It's already over? Oh, but I just showed up.
You killed Kaede, and Monokuma covered it up with a false narrative. The class trials are rigged, and this whole game is illegitimate.
It's fucking bullshit.
Oh, that. Right. Yeah, I definitely messed that up. Sorry about that. So?
So? Is that all you have to say?
The viewers won't accept that kind of apology. You gotta stop the killing game.
Huh? The viewers?
It seems like you're on the wrong track, so let me explain.
Oh, great. Here we go.
Okay, so first, I'll start with the event that inspired me to plan this killing game.
All right.
That was about the time the meteorite impact started intensifying.
Did she just start some big story on her own?
I knew of Hope's Peak Academy's Gopher Project, and my inner Junko told me.
Crushing the Gopher Project, humanity's last hope, would be the perfect despair.
That's when I took over the killing game I devised. I forced those selected as humanity's last hope to play my killing game.
How the hell did Makoto not see you as a Junko Enoshima?
And sneaked in
Seriously.
among them.
Did Kokichi know about this? Wasn't he a remnant of despair?
No.
He was your comrade, right?
No, he was never a remnant of despair.
comrade. Junko Enoshima doesn't have comrades.
It's like, you don't need a remote after you've thrown out the TV, right?
The remnants of despair are just a bunch of despair fanboys and fangirls.
Except for the first 16 students.
I am despair itself. I am a god of despair. Kokichi was just one of my believers.
No.
A god wouldn't be comrades with one of their believers, right?
Then Kokichi didn't know your true identity either.
What a hopeless existence he led. To the end, he had no idea the object of his worship was right under his nose.
I don't care about your story. Tell us about the people watching.
No, he wasn't a remnant of despair,
Who's
though.
this killing game being shown to? Where are the survivors of humanity? There's nobody watching.
Huh?
We were the last 16 people alive, you know? Who could be watching? Humanity is gone.
No, you're lying. If this isn't being shown to anyone, why care so much about rules?
To make it seem that
You're
way,
the one who
but
keeps talking about making the game interesting. For whom?
That was just a part of my perfect reproduction.
You're what?
I just perfectly reproduced my own killing game is all. Just like the old Junko. The original was meant to be shown, so that's how I made mine.
You just wanted to recreate the past killing game. That's it?
Yep, that's it.
yep.
There are no survivors of humanity. Things are just as you recalled.
Are they though?
That is the truth of the Ultimate Academy killing game!
Are they though? Because you can make flashback
that's
lights however you
wrong.
want you to, so...
Oh dear! I am so surprised!
Oh, that's a new thing we
Maybe
haven't
we
seen
all
before.
remember that there's no one left out there. But how do we know our memories are real?
Here we go. Yeah, how do we know?
What do you mean by that? You think your memories are wrong?
Mm-hmm.
There's something that's been bothering me about our memories. Here, look at this book.
The complete history of Hope's Peak Academy?
It's right there.
This book contains years of research about Hope's Peak Academy.
Are we actually going to be like, know what the difference is that we think? Because I still don't even know.
But there's a lot written in here that differs from our memories.
What is different?
To know that for certain, I'll need everyone's help. I want you all to tell me everything that you remember about Hope's Peak Academy.
Okay.
We just need to talk about what we remember from Hope's Peak? Okay.
So it started with the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring wars and terrorism around the world. It would
Right.
not be hyperbole to say that event brought despair to all mankind.
And it was all caused by a single high school girl.
Yeah, it was me! Junko Enoshima enrolled in Hope's Peak Academy as the ultimate fashionista. But my real identity was the ultimate despair. In order to cover the world in despair, I put my plans...
Hush, we're not talking
Wait
to
a
you
minute.
yet.
Something doesn't add up here.
Huh? I detect no discrepancy in my memory banks.
Yes, everything we just said is just like we remember it.
Yeah.
But
But
it
the
doesn't
book-
match what's written in the history of Hope's Peak Academy.
Mm-hmm. I'll determine exactly why later. For now, I need to identify the discrepancy.
So you gotta play Spot the Difference! Point out what everyone is mistaken about in their memories of Hope's Peak Academy. All right! Time to play some Danganronpa trivia!
Okay. Well, I used. All right,
The
all
biggest,
my.
most awful, most tragic event in human history.
That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy,
Right.
inspiring war and terrorism around the world.
Nah.
Cause of all that despair was just a single high school girl.
A student
Right.
of Hope's Peak Academy, the ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima. I did everything in my power to spread despair over the entire world.
Something about this statement doesn't match with the history. No, it
The
wasn't.
biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Yeah, that's
That
right.
event
Because
originated at Hope's Peak
it,
Academy.
I mean, Junko was
Inspiring
Junko
war
was the
and
spark, but it was
terrorism
actually
around
the
All that
oh my
despair
god, the reserve corps.
was just a single high school girl.
Nope,
That's wrong!
that's wrong. The reserve corps.
One high school girl started the tragedy, the ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima. At least that's what I remember, but that's not what this book says. Ultimate despair doesn't just refer to Junko Enoshima. It refers to a group and the movement that came after. To put it simply, there's more to ultimate despair than Junko Enoshima.
This is the first time I've heard about this. Wasn't Junko the ultimate despair?
That's what I recall as well. That label should only apply to her.
Nope.
Coincidences sure are scary. Everyone misremembered the same thing.
Coincidence? Misremembered?
No, it's no coincidence. No, there's a difference in these memories.
And that's not all. There are other discrepancies I'd like to point out.
Ugh, does it even matter? I'm bored already.
Just shut up.
So, let's continue where we left off. Junko resorted to different tactics to cover the world with despair. The killing game between the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy, for example.
They were locked up and forced into the killing game by the ultimate despair.
But boo-hoo. When I, the one who started it all, died, events were set in motion.
Yeah, sure.
And the world began to move towards restoration.
Then the fight between the Future Foundation and the remnants of despair raged on! But the worst case scenario was avoided! Yay! A happy ending.
Not yet. There are more points that conflict with the history. I'll point those out next. Okay.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Oh, that sounds
Because
bad.
Junko had prepared countless ways of spreading
Did
despair.
no such thing, or maybe she did.
Like the killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy.
They were held prisoner by the ultimate despair.
No.
That's wrong!
No.
It wasn't the ultimate despair that trapped the 78th class in Hope's Peak Academy.
Nope, they put themselves in there
It was the
voluntarily.
class themselves. They shut themselves in.
Shut themselves in?
Why would they shut themselves in?
It has to do with the Hope's Peak Academy Shelter Project. During the tragedy, the 78th class trapped themselves inside Hope's Peak Academy for protection.
Right.
So our memory of the 78th class being trapped by the ultimate despair?
Was
Are
wrong.
you saying our memories are wrong?
Yeah.
It just means those documents were written all half-assed.
Nope.
There's no need to worry about it. Your memories are all correct.
What you've been saying isn't consistent. First you said it was just coincidence.
Huh. Is that so?
Let's just move on. I want to talk about one more thing from our memories. It's about the rebuilt Hope's Peak Academy that we were attending.
What about Hope's Peak Academy?
There's no doubt that the 16 of us were students at Hope's Peak Academy. We heard it had been rebuilt and was accepting applications for talented students again. And so, we gathered at the brand new Hope's Peak Academy.
There it is. That's the
Since
rub.
Hope's Peak Academy was large, we were all in separate classes.
Nope.
But there's no doubt we were students of the new school.
Just like I thought, there's something wrong there. Why? Why are our memories so different? Because the flashback light thing. They don't accept applications, they seek you out.
Hope's Peak Academy was rebuilt.
And still
with
lives
that,
on. Danganronpa
The
trivia.
of talented students resumed.
And we found out. We came to the new Hope's Peak Academy.
The new Hope's Peak Academy was a huge school,
Oh, was I supposed to shoot that
which
Kibo
is
thing?
why we were all in different classes.
But we're all the same!
That's right. We were all students of Hope's Peak Academy.
Yeah, I was supposed to shoot that Kibo's thing.
Hope's Peak
going
Academy
on
was
here?
rebuilt. And with that, recruitment of talented
Yep.
That's wrong!
Nope. School scouts you out.
We remember Hope's Peak Academy taking applications from talented students. But that's not what's written here. The Academy did not take applications. All of their students were scouted.
Scouted? I've never heard that.
I wasn't scouted. I applied to Hope's Peak Academy on my own.
Me too. I chose to come to Hope's Peak.
But that's not how they do it.
At least, that's what I remember.
Are you saying we're remembering it wrong?
But what if this book's just wrong? Researchers make mistakes too.
Maybe so, but I'm not getting all this from just the book. There is other evidence as well.
Other what?
The killing game we're in now is one that began with Hope's Peak Academy.
Right.
So this is the third game after Hope's Peak and Jabberwock Island.
It's surprising that they mentioned
But
Jabberwock
remember what
Island in there.
Rentaro said?
Well, the truth is, this isn't your first killing game. You're the ultimate survivor. You survived the last killing game.
But Rantaro's name wasn't listed among the past participants of the game.
No.
He was not present at the two killing games that Junko orchestrated.
Then, which killing game did Rantaro participate in?
I'm not entirely sure, but it's clearly inconsistent, isn't it?
Right.
And the inconsistencies don't stop there. Kokichi's account is also suspect.
Kokichi's account is inconsistent too?
What was that account again?
Oh, an inconsistency? Do tell.
We remember Kokichi as a remnant of despair,
But he wasn't.
but I don't think that's true. He wasn't a remnant of despair.
He wasn't.
He wasn't a remnant of despair?
No, I've been saying that since chapter 5.
That's impossible! He was definitely a remnant of despair.
Nope.
The remnants of despair were the ones who tried to stop the Gopher Project.
Uh-huh.
And Kokichi was their leader. If he was the one leading the remnants of despair,
But he wasn't.
then he must have been second only to the ultimate despair herself.
He wasn't. Dumbasses.
Yes, he loved me more than anyone. Like an obsessed fan hiding in the bushes. So where's your proof he wasn't a remnant of despair?
His motive video. The proof that Kokichi isn't a remnant of despair? The motive video.
This is it! The motive video we found in Kokichi's dorm room.
Adoy. Kichiyama, the ultimate supreme leader. He caused mayhem to the world over as the leader of the secret organization DICE. And as mayhem, I mean pretty non-violent crimes and harmless pranks. Why can't this be the colored one? This is bullshit. Anyway, Kokichi had 10 loyal goons working for him. Those goons were like friends and family, the most important people in his life.
An organization centered around petty crimes, one that forbids murder. And in addition to that, the group was only 10 people. That's far too few to be the same group that tried to sabotage the Gopher Project. Meaning that whatever group Kokichi was a part of is not the remnants of despair. His motive video clearly contradicts our memories. The memory we have of Kokichi being a remnant has to be false.
You mean he wasn't a remnant of despair? That's not possible.
Come to think of it, we never actually heard it directly from him.
But it's still not possible.
But it is, Maki.
Kokichi didn't tell us because he wasn't exposed to that flashback light. And neither was Kaito.
Junko? Junko? Hope, despair.
Kaito didn't appear to know anything about the remnants of despair, or Junko Enoshima.
If they'd been exposed to it, maybe we'd know the truth.
No, we
It's better
wouldn't.
that they weren't.
It was.
I think the people who were affected by that flashback light were wrong.
What do you mean?
All of these weird inconsistencies are from memories we got from the flashback lights.
So the flashback lights are the cause?
Yes.
You found the classroom that makes all the flashback lights, right, Shuichi?
Yes, and I noticed something strange about it. I actually did a little experimenting with a device hidden in the room. It allowed you to select a memory that a flashback light would recover. However, some of the memories were inconsistent with each other. One might say there are survivors, but another would say there are no survivors. Bizarre, right? The flashback lights allegedly help us recover our memories. We're supposed to remember the truth that we forgot, and there should only be one truth. But then, having the option to recover contradictory memories doesn't make sense.
Then what are you saying?
Huh?
The flashback light isn't for recovering lost memories? Is that what you're saying?
Then what was it for?
What was it for, huh? Huh?
Go on, tell them. What are the flashback lights for?
What flashback get used for? Why did you select different memories? And what does it mean that those memories contradict each other? If I put all the pieces together, it'll make sense. Be able to see the real truth. Another, Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Nope, okay. Oh. Implant? implant. That was supposed to be like invalid or something.
Yes, that's it. The flashback light isn't supposed to help us remember anything. It's a tool for implanting false memories.
Planting memories?
Yes, the memories you could select for the flashback lights weren't our real memories. They were memories to be implanted inside us. That's why the contents of those memories contradict each other. Once we're exposed to a flashback light, those memories become the truth to us.
So the memories we recovered with the flashback lights were...
False.
Not real. They were all false memories. They were all lies.
Lies?
Lies.
Oh, what a horrible truth! If the memories from the flashback lights are lies, then everything was a lie! Oh, the suspense and foreshadowing was for nothing!
Oh, boo-hoo.
Can you believe it? It's like everything that happened didn't matter at all.
Just like every other Danganronpa game.
Well, that is what it means.
Or at least Danganronpa 1 or 2 anyway.
Lies are just like snowballs. The more you roll them, the bigger they get.
But can you really roll
The bigger they are,
Snowpop
the more
lion
fun
way?
and shocking it is when they're revealed.
That's why everything up till now has been lies. That's the truth.
The memories from the flashback lights were just lies?
Oh boy.
It's just as Shuichi said. The flashback lights are not for recovering lost memories.
Nope.
They're tools for implanting new ones. The light they emit is actually information that has been converted to light waves. That light is beamed directly into the brain, causing a deja vu sort of phenomenon. The brain gets confused and thinks the info it just received happened in the past.
We were just confused.
Oh no.
For example, your memories of being students of Hope's Peak Academy?
That's a lie.
Fake. You guys don't have anything to do with Hope's Peak Academy.
None of us were ever students there. It was just a fake memory. We're not students from Hope's Peak? Yep, that was all fake. Looking back, it was a mistake to have you remember Hope's Peak. I didn't originally plan on giving you those memories, but I was in a rush and overlooked all those inconsistencies, so you figured it all out.
Right, otherwise...
It's hopelessly the worst.
So that's why Kokichi had to die?
Good job, Mr. Detective. You got it.
The only reason we thought Kokichi was a remnant was because of the flashback lights. But he did say that he was the leader of a cult organization. That was a lie he invented himself. He wanted to be the mastermind. He wanted us to believe it. That's why he lied.
Yeah, so we were just regular high school students. Anyway, I gotta confess, you know the cult I mentioned earlier, the leader, is me. Huh? Which means the mastermind who snuck Monokuma onto the Ark is... me.
He usurped the mastermind's role, but in doing so, became a thorn in their side. So to get rid of that hindrance, the mastermind played along with the lie. The mastermind manipulated us into thinking Kokichi was a remnant of despair.
At the same time, having everyone remember Hope's Peak Academy made you guys target him because you thought he was a remnant of despair.
You were using the flashback lights to control us?
Then the reason I tried to kill Kokichi was...
You were being controlled by false memories, like putty in the mastermind's hands.
Oh no!
But Maki wasn't the only one being controlled. You all were.
You're all being played like a fiddle!
She revealed the truth of the outside world. You all got so depressed, you couldn't even focus on the killing game.
It's not depressing, really.
To make us recover from that, you...
Yep, we gave you memories of being Hope's Peak Academy students, the symbol of hope.
So you all could face despair.
Necessary evil.
Controlled us with that big memory?
Well, it wasn't just that memory. It was all of them up till now. New mysteries and truths turn to motivation. Motivation drives a story. Everything from the flashback lights was just motivation to move you forward. But I guess it was fake motivation.
Great.
You idiots kept getting jerked around by meaningless lies.
You just seem to be jerked around so much.
This class trial was like that too, wasn't it? Why was it you were so motivated to do it? Because you got a memory from one of the flashback lights, right?
Was that also a memory you used to control us?
Hey, what was it you guys remembered from it again? At first, you ran away from the Gopher Project, humanity's last hope.
Mm-hmm.
But then, you bravely chose to accept your fate.
Right.
You took on all the wishes of your friends and family.
Yep. And then meeting, yep.
And now, you remember how you got here. You remembered that you had all been entrusted with the world's hope, right? Remembering the weight of that hope should have made you feel stronger. I have to escape! I'll never give up! I won't be defeated by the mastermind!
Even though Kaito and Kokichi were gone, and Kibo started to go berserk, you guys didn't give up hope. You decided to face this killing game, right?
You were controlling our emotions? Even our resolve to defeat the mastermind?
This is a killing game. A death game where emotions run like blood.
If the participants aren't trying their best to live, it's just not very exciting.
Oh, the memories were fake? Then what was everything till now? That memory, and 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 that.
Oh god, Himiko's going
They were all fake
berserk!
memories then. Where are we? Why are we in this killing game?
Yeah, who knows? My plans for mankind's last killing game kinda just fell apart. So figure out why on your own. This is a class trial after all.
Because of Suichi, you little prick.
Who are you?
Oh, we're doing this
I don't know
again.
who you are.
Huh? What's not to understand?
I
Became me. What about that don't you get?
This is so
If this killing
fucking
game is
with my
connected to
mind.
Hope's Peak Academy, then I believe you. This is certainly the work of someone carrying on Junko Inoshima's will. But we have nothing to do with Hope's Peak, so you can't be Junko. So
Okay.
who the hell are you?
Okay.
I'm me, no one else.
But fuck what?